loved this season of Love After Lockup. We laughed, we cried.
We made multiple visits to the halfway house, and we even got a wedding. But I'm not gonna lie, I want more.
This week, we're taking a closer look at the couples we'll be seeing a little bit more of on this season of Life After Lockup.
There's the Mormon and the gangbanger, the wild child and the control freak,
the single mom and her bad boy bank robber, the cougar and her young stud.
You know we didn't forget the baby, the babe, and the ex. Plus, there's the triple threat of the mother, the lover, and the player.
This is Lockup Unlocked. Some of the most exciting and explosive couples from Love After Lockup were able to graduate to a whole new level. Life After Lockup.
We're looking at all of the couples who will appear on the next season of Life After Lockup and awarding them the appropriate yearbook superlatives we think they deserve.
And one of the very first couples that we all became obsessed with were Andreea and Lamar, the Mormon mom and the West Coast felon. Let's take a look. Andreea and Lamar have been married for a minute, but they still have their problems. Her growing kids have minds of their own. And how compatible are a Mormon and a former gangbanger really?
But they seem committed to making their marriage work, which is why we're voting Andreea and Lamar most likely to succeed. I always believe that Andreea and Lamar were going to stick it out no matter what.
Yeah, you know, she comes from a sort of stable background. You know, maybe he was in a gang, but also a lot of structure in a gang. So, you know, just blend them.
And Andreea clearly had a life before. Is Mormonism a word?
Mm-hmm.
Oh. And I think it leaned a little more towards the life that Lamar is living now. So she's not no sheltered baby that's just like, oh my, I don't know what to do. I think she got a little rough and tough in her past. So a lot of the couples that we see on here who have kids, you don't really see the kids get to interact with the new partner and build a bond. But I feel like with Lamar, that's something that's a little different. I feel like he's growing a bond with Andrea's kids. I heart it.
And next up, Brittany has long been trying to put her wild child past behind her, but how will her past affect her future with Marcelino?
Life After Lockup favorites Brittany and Marcelino have come a long way, but there's still a long way to go. I think fans are looking forward to Brittany teaching military man Marcelino to lighten up a little bit.
They're so adorable. In fact, can we name Brittany and Marcelino Cutest Couple? Hey, let's throw one of his old modeling photos back up. Oh yeah, that's the stuff.
One of my favorite things about this couple is when you look at the starting line, they were just so rocky, awkward, not connected, and now they're on the same team and ready to fight anybody who does not believe in their love. They're trying to build a family, and I'm all for it.
And we asked and you answered, and overwhelmingly, the couple that you guys were most fired up to see, not crack, Tracy and Cliff, it was actually Marcelino and Brittany. It's really exciting. Turns out you like them clean and sober. I think that the fans believe in this couple because they can actually kind of see themselves in it. It's a very relatable story.
Is it? Man finds woman in jail who has an ex-girlfriend who's also in jail and now he's fighting her baby daddy.
Another guy, yeah.
I think the fans love Brittany and Marcelino more than Cheryl loves Josh.
But do the fans love them more than Cheryl likes getting mad at Josh?
Not at all. Let's take a look at the happy couple.
Lots of fans were rooting for Cheryl and Josh. But then again, lots of people were also rooting for their families who kept calling them both stupid.
Personally, I root for the drama, which is why Cheryl and Josh are one of my favorite couples. They're taking home the crowns of drama king and queen. That's what I feel about this couple. If they don't learn how to argue, they're not going to last. That is the most important part of a relationship. You think it's the love? It's not. It's learning how to hate each other the right way.
Yeah, I mean, I would argue though that they argue really well. They fought and broke up in every single episode, I think. In fact, you know, they broke up in a store, they broke up in a pawn shop, they broke up in a ditch.
It sounds like a Dr. Seuss book. Like, they broke up here, they broke up in the air, they broke up over there.
They broke up in a chair.
Stop! That was good. That was a good rhyme. Just stop, okay? Love each other. If you all really want it to work, and mind you, I kind of low-key want you guys to work because I think you're a cute couple. I think Cheryl loves you in a way that's psychotically like, together forever. I don't know if you're gonna find that in another woman. So you need to stick by her, deal with her mood swings, make her happy, man.
You know, and he's a bank robber now, but maybe he could try being a serial killer. She's really into that,
No,
you know?
it's not.
That might
Let's
work.
not encourage that. That's not really the therapy I would suggest, but I would suggest therapy.
And next up is my queen, Southern Cougar Angela, who finally sunk her claws into Tony. But can he quit making problems with himself long enough to really, really treat her right?
Angela's love for Tony is sincere, but is this man for real? I am dying to keep following this couple on Life After Lockup because I have no idea what the hell is happening, and I need to know.
Tony is trouble, there's no doubt about it, which is why I want to give him the superlative most likely to get arrested. Again. But you know what? I think that's actually what Angela likes about him. So she's gonna get the superlative biggest heart. I want Angela to go out on the town with her best friends and all her sisters and just have fun.
I want Tony to get it together and actually be the man that he is promising Angela to be. You know, because she really loves him. She clearly does not want to let him go. So I just hope that we see a turnaround from him. It's not gonna happen. She's gonna end up heartbroken. God damn it. But
You know what though? I think that Tommy could do something cool. So maybe he could do like a minor crime, like not go to prison, but maybe just like trespass or something. Maybe just get locked up for a little bit. Maybe get like a tattoo. I think Tommy could make another appearance. I don't know.
Next up, we have the pro Lacey, who ended up with 2 cons on her hand: her ex John and her young sweetie Shane.
I hope Lacey and Shane go the distance, but she obviously has a pretty hot temper and maybe isn't the best at long-term decision making.
Their marriage might be even harder with John still creeping in the alley, which is why he's been voted most likely to hang around in the parking lot after her graduation.
And I think that Lacey and Shane should be voted hardest working couple. Their relationship's already put them both through a lot, and they are just getting started. You know, I was rooting for Lacey and Shane. I'm pretty happy that they ended up together. While I think John is very handsome, as we got to know him more, he was actually kind of scary. So I'm pretty pumped that Lacey found a nice, very young man.
Yeah, you were rooting for them. You know, you was crying, had Kleenex at the wedding, and I was like, oh boy, you got rough waters ahead. Get your little life preserver because it's about to be hard for you. Marriage is not easy. He has not even figured life out.
Yeah, he wasn't even really sure how to use a cell phone. I don't think he'd ever seen one because he's like 14 when he got put in prison. We know also that John is actually a stalker, as evidenced by him creeping with basically binoculars watching them get married from his car, and her straight up saying he's stalked her in the past. So do you think that he's actually gonna come between them?
I think that he put 10 years of his life into loving Lacey, so I kind of want him to get her back. Am I bad for that?
Yes.
I think that Shane can't really handle Lacey. John knows it. He knows the real Lacey. Shane has only met the honeymoon phase of Lacey. You know, when you first meet somebody, you don't really meet them until about 5 years after you've been knowing them. So John knows the Lacey that we are probably gonna find out after watching Life After Lockup, and I don't know if Shane is ready for it.
I mean, Shane did see the Lacey that slapped him at a Denny's.
True.
And one of the most notorious couples from Love After Lockup is actually 2 couples, or 1.5. I'm talking about Michael and Sarah and Michael and Megan. Michael is one of the all-time players. Not only was he able to hang on to his baby mama while he was behind bars, he was even able to sweet talk a virgin into coming along for his ride.
His charms put another bun in Sarah's oven and kept Megan happy just to be on his back burner. Michael is clearly Life After Lockup's biggest flirt. And I'm inventing a brand new yearbook superlative for Megan and Sarah. They are least likely to become BFFs and most likely to become sister wives.
You know, of the sordid love triangles that you've seen on Love After Lockup, I find myself being most perplexed by Michael and Sarah and Megan. What is it? Ladies, what is it?
I think it's not really what he has, it's more what they are lacking. I think Sarah is lacking a backbone. She's definitely just a welcome mat for Michael's infidelity. With Megan, she's just a virgin and she doesn't really know how to handle a man, let alone a lying man, who is attached to another woman. So she's just like, this is the only love I'll ever find in my life. And if she catches another body, she's out of there.
She's thinking of shit the way that you did when you were like 14, when you're like, oh my God, my boyfriend like can't leave his house because he's totally grounded and it's so sexy and I just want to be with him or I'll die. Like that's her, but she's like 28. I don't know, like that's insane.
And now Megan, she's just, baby girl, I can't wait till you get that second man up in that thing. Cause you gonna act different, I promise you.
Promise. Michael, Megan, and Sarah's drama is intense, but honestly, they ain't got nothing on Clint and Tracy. Let's take a look.
The two most notorious words from Love After Lockup, crack.
Lovesick Clint and his goddess Tracy are still together and living their love story the only way they know how. These two really pull on the heartstrings. I think Tracy might win for biggest heartbreaker. Meanwhile, I think that Clint might win for biggest romantic. These two together are like ammonia and bleach. You know, separately they'll clean anything up, and what can't they tackle together, they will kill you. And they may kill each other. They're gonna make a noxious chlorine gas.
Oh, damn. Okay, on the real, a lot of people don't even stick by their family members who are struggling with addiction. So the fact that he's sticking by a woman that he loves, it's like, oh.
It's kind of sweet. You know, they are living their lives. They are living a lot of it.
Jamie and I have had a lot to say about all the couples on Love After Lockup, but so have you guys, the fans. So here are some of our favorite comments from y'all at home.
Which of these couples are you looking forward to on Life After Lockup?
Let us know in the comments below. Also, make sure you guys like this video and subscribe.
And remember, love isn't dead because there is life after lockup.
Later, babes.
How's my hair?
My fro don't give a in case y'all wondering. Why did I want to touch it? What's wrong with my personality?
Lesbian lady, military man, get together anytime can. Michael and Sarah, Michael and Megan. All right.
You sound like his brain right now.